Wednesday, 2019. We in the building. I'm Blaze Jays. I'm here with my man Jordansky.
What's going on?
We got a lot of things to talk about, man. A lot of things have been going down in sports. Have been going down in boxing. It was a great boxing weekend. We didn't get a chance to do the show on Saturday, but we here now. You know what I'm saying? And we live and we better than ever. So first things first. Before we get into the boxing, before we get into the NFL, Jordan, did you see that Duke fucking lost to Stephen F. Austin?
Yeah, it sucks for Duke. Michigan State lost to whatchamacallit yesterday too.
Who did they lose to?
I think they lost to VT the other day.
Nah, I know Virginia Tech lost to Dayton last night.
They lost to Dayton. Michigan State lost to somebody the other day. It's either Virginia or it was.
See, Virginia's really good though. Virginia's like number 7 in the country. They won earlier.
Yeah,
Michigan State basketball.
They lost twice so far this year.
Yeah, they have lost twice. They beat UCLA. Who'd they lose to? Oh, they did lose to VTech.
Yeah, they did.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, they did.
That's crazy.
And
VTech lost to Dayton yesterday.
That's right. I was watching that game at work, and they was talking about that shit on the radio, and I was like, "Damn, VT losing." And I was like,
"Oh," and then they lost to Kentucky the first game.
Yeah, they lost to VT.
And then VT lost to Dayton, and today Dayton gave Kansas a hell of a game. Oh, man, it was crazy. They went into overtime. Dayton was down 3. I was watching the game. Dayton was down 3. They tied the joint, hit a 3-pointer, and tied that bitch 73-73, went to overtime, and Kansas was able to pull it out. But, man, Dayton is no motherfucking joke. They for real. But, Duke fucking lost. And remember, Kentucky had lost to Evansville a couple weeks ago. So, man, it is pretty crazy in fucking college basketball. Like, how the fuck does Duke lose to Stephen F. Austin? Like, that is embarrassing.
They got what everybody thought they were.
They aren't what we thought they were. Hey, Maryland plays Temple tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. This is going to be a revenge game for Maryland because they done did us in football the past 2 years. Oh, I can't wait. I hope we drop 100 points on Temple.
Maryland ranked number 5.
Yeah, Maryland is ranked 5. Number 5 in the country. Hey, yeah. But, hey, I'm doing singing and shit. But, yeah, man, for real. That shit's going to be crazy. So, Duke actually plays Michigan State. Oh, that's on Tuesday, the 3rd. So that should be a crazy game. So, yeah, Duke is having their little struggles, I guess. You know, it's just wild. Like, just to begin the season.
It's just one loss.
I mean, but we don't see that though. If they're gonna lose to Stephen F. Austin, how they gonna be? I know they can always turn around. Like this type of shit happens in the beginning of the season, but not with 2 top 5 teams.
Yeah, but that's what makes college basketball exciting.
Yeah, you're right. So it was
anybody can lose at any given time, and it just shakes things up, and people can bounce back. That's the tournament. That's really what does make college basketball like the shit for real. Like why a lot of people like it. Duke can lose probably twice and still make it to the Final Four. Like that shit's crazy.
I mean, they're gonna lose more than twice during the season.
I mean, they are gonna lose more than twice in the season, but they can.
But
lose
like crazy ass losses.
Yeah, they can
like
lose crazy ass losses and make it back to the Final Four. It's just I don't know. It's college basketball.
I could be wrong, but I thought they said yesterday that Duke hadn't lost a non-conference game since 2000. What the fuck? When you lost to Stephen F. Austin, that is fucking wild.
It's humbling.
Yeah. Or maybe it's like in November. They hadn't lost to a non-conference one in November or November, December. I don't remember exactly what the stat was, but it's been a while since some shit like this happened. Very, very crazy. Did you see, though, the guy who hit the buzzer beater, the guy who hit the layup at the end? His name was Nathan Bain. He's from the Bahamas. And they were like, afterwards, after the game, he was kind of shouting out because his folks, or I guess his family had been affected by Hurricane Dorian. And so a lot of people started donating to send the GoFundMe page or whatever the case was, whatever the thing was, they started donating to the hurricane relief because kind of he put a story out there and because he kind of became famous, kind of got a little 15 minutes of fame.
And that's good. Then. He uses 15-minute fame or something good.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was pretty dope. I thought it was dope,
man. Good for him.
Yeah, man. They getting the message out there. So there was some craziness going on in college hoops. I already mentioned that Kansas almost lost to Dayton. Dayton seems like they're balling. I mean, maybe they could be one of those teams who makes a run. Come tournament time. So remember that name, Dayton. They look like they're a pretty good team. Kind of switching gears a little bit. What do you think about the NFL this weekend? We had an interesting weekend. Some things went down. The talk of the town seems to be that guy up in Baltimore who is doing the motherfucking thing. He is cooking out here. But, man, what do you think about your Falcons losing to the Bucks?
They lost. What did I say last week? Don't bet on them. They just
did.
because they beat the Saints don't mean nothing.
And the Panthers.
Doesn't mean anything. It's tough in division. Every time we play division matchups, that shit is tough. That's a tough games, and they always are. It's one thing you think count on the NFC South. One or two scenarios are gonna happen. It's gonna be either be a shootout or it's gonna be a blowout. You better be on the good end of either both. You better be on the good end of both, and we wasn't on the good end of that one. We got our ass handed to, and that's why we suck, man. If we do, one thing I would say. Because Julio, we play on Thursday against the Saints, and obviously we're gonna lose. I think that what we should
y'all
do
y'all beat them last time, and y'all down in Atlanta.
Yeah, but no, this is different. We beat them last time. The Saints is 50-50. They're gonna take us, and they probably gonna embarrass us. But it's because I don't think Julio's playing either, because Julio didn't practice. So they put him as did not participate. So I don't know. That was today. He ain't gonna be ready for Thursday then. So
tomorrow.
Yeah, he not gonna be ready for tomorrow. So hey, it's gonna be, man. I don't know. I think if anything happens, if we were to, I'm not gonna use the word tank because we're not tanking. I don't believe we would do something like that. It's time to fire Dan Quinn, and hopefully we get a good draft pick. Maybe we can trade that for some defensive weapons or something, man. Because defense side of the ball gotta get better, man. And that O-line guy, that losing that rookie, I think we lost both rookies to injuries. If losing those pieces on the offensive line messes up or something like that bad, because we really didn't have any injuries on defense for real. We really didn't. So I don't know what the hell happened this year. Don't know what the hell happened. Shit just was like a ticking time. Like we just debacled. After we beat the Eagles, it was like
shit just went south.
Yeah, shit just went south.
Ah, man. Unfortunately, that's how shit fucking
that's how it goes. Who cares? That's how it goes, though.
Hey, did you see the Cowboys game when they was playing the Patriots? Did you see I didn't see the first one, the first tripping call, but the second one happened like in a real crucial part in the game, like when the Cowboys was trying to drive. Man, if that shit was not petty, and they said there's been 7 tripping calls the whole season, and 2 of them were against the Cowboys on Sunday versus New England. And like the second one was the dude was trying to block, and I guess he like put his foot up just a little bit and kind of clipped the dude, and they called it tripping on that joint. Like
it's the Patriots.
What the fuck? Shit was crazy.
Weren't the Cowboys at home? No, the Patriots at home, weren't they?
Yeah, the Patriots were at home. Yeah, I remember because it was raining. It looked like it was raining cold out that motherfucker. So
sucks for Jason Garrett. Feel bad for him because it's really not. Can't really blame him. I mean, this year you really can't. They doing good, pretty good. I mean, they are not. I mean, the last 2.
They're 6-5.
I mean, that's not. They not that.
They've
bad.
lost to the Jets.
Okay, but they're number 1 in y'all division.
And who else is there? The Eagles. The other 2 teams stink. The Redskins.
It doesn't matter. They're number 1 in y'all division.
And, you know, we won the division in 2015 when we were 9-7 with Kirk Cousins, right?
You understand
You know, bad years in the division have... No. I completely disagree. I understand
that.
You know why I completely disagree? Because the thing is Jason Garrett has been there like 10 years. 10 fucking years, and he's won 2 playoff games.
And all of a sudden, now you want to fire him?
Bro, we've given him time. And it's not like they gave him an extension. They could have given him an extension in the offseason. I think this is last year Jason Garrett's contract.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
Jason Garrett got to go.
Of course, but all of a sudden, now it's time. Like,
this was a prove it year. And with the talent they have on that team...
year 10 is...
Bruh, this was... Bruh, I mean, he was keeping the ship sailing. He was a decent coach. But it's time to go. I think the Cowboys need to go ahead.
That's the sadness of the situation.
It's the reality of the situation. If I'm the owner, if I'm in Jerry Jones' position, that's how I'm looking at.
Playoff wins
in 10 years.
In 10 years.
Yes, and you're 6-5.
I don't give a shit about Dan Quinn. You hear me? Dan Quinn, what? One playoff? No.
I mean, because y'all went to the Super Bowl.
He went to the Super Bowl, so he has a couple playoff wins. But at the same time, get the fuck out of here. The last 2 years, you've been. Ugh, you gotta go, man. Gotta go.
I think the Cowboys should hire Lincoln Riley. I think Lincoln Riley has really proven himself. Well, just with the quarterbacks. Mayfield, Kyler Murray, and now Hurts. I think he's proven himself as a QB guru, so to speak. I think he has a really good offense. I think they drop buckets in the motherfucking Big 12. So I'd be cool with that. I mean, if I'm in the Cowboys position, I mean, I'm a Redskins fan, but I'd be cool with that.
Cowboys gonna go 4-12 first season.
With the talent they have, with Lincoln Riley in the first season, these motherfuckers probably go 14-2.
They gonna go 4-12 in that season.
Nah.
You know what's gonna happen? And I'm not even joking. I'm not trying to be
Nah.
funny. You know why? Because even though you got Dak, who probably could run Lincoln Riley's offense and his offensive style, because if you look at his past two quarterbacks, they all actually kind of fit under that umbrella of a mobile quarterback who, in times that need to get out the pocket, they had plays that are designed. He has plays that is designed for that type of quarterback in his system. But do I think that Dak is the right mobile quarterback for his system? No, the hell I don't.
They should get a new quarterback anyway.
That's what's going to have to happen.
Dak shouldn't get paid. No, Dak wants to get $40 million, and
that's what's going to happen when they're going to get 4-12. Jason Garrett got to go. Dak got to go.
They do get rid of Dak. I mean, not necessarily. They could franchise tag Dak. They could always do that.
Nah, if Jason Garrett got to go, then Dak got to go too, man.
I'd keep Dak just until we could get another QB in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tua. Y'all can draft Tua this year.
They're not gonna be able to draft Tua unless they trade up.
Yeah, y'all could trade up. Y'all trade up, sacrifice. I
don't know, some picks next year.
They can sacrifice Zeke.
Nah, after they just gave him a contract, nah, no way.
That's what the Cowboys, they suck.
Hey man, I think they should hire Lincoln Riley. But forget Urban Meyer. I think they should hire Lincoln Riley. I think that should be the Cowboys.
Man, you know what?
Coach.
If Urban Meyer is looking to, even though I hate his fucking guts, you know what would make you go back into my good graces after you did Florida dirty? Would be becoming a Falcons head coach. I would love for him to do that, but son of a gun would probably.
Doesn't he have health problems?
Man, he ain't got no goddamn health problems. I'm getting tired of hearing that shit. This man has the I don't want to coach when my guys aren't there problem. He's the I don't want to have a bad season problem. That's what he has. Oh, I mean, knock on wood, God forgive me. Yeah, Ohio State is cooking this shit. God forgive me for saying this. Understand, I'm not trying to make fun of anybody with no like mental health problem or anything like that, or anything health problems and shit like that. But I'm getting headaches. Oh my gosh, I got to take off a year. I'm retired. Okay, go ahead. We respect you. Go ahead, take your time off. Oh, here comes the next year. I'm going to go play. I'm going to go coach at Ohio State. What? You son of a bitch.
Hey, man.
Oh, and let's not. Okay. Oh, let's pause. Oh my gosh. Here comes something's going on with his staff. There's a problem now. People are looking at like maybe we should suspend Urban Meyer for some games. Maybe we shouldn't be putting Urban Meyer in. It's like, oh, I'm having some headaches. Maybe I need to retire.
See,
I need to retire.
I've heard people say that he should go to USC. I think Ohio State was his dream job, though. If he didn't want to continue coaching at Ohio State, I mean, he might as well call it a career.
He needs to. If he, man, I don't care. Every time something is going bad, or it seems like it's a trend. Every time something's going bad, he just so happens he's getting headaches and he needs to retire.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. That's just how I see it. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I can't. I just see a pattern.
So what if he decided to come out with the Falcons?
Oh yeah, I forgive him, and he's all in good graces. We need to get him the best doctors around.
Yeah, let's turn this shit around.
Yeah, Urban Meyer's a good coach. Don't doubt it. Don't get me wrong. He's one of my top favorite coaches. But when he did that shit to Florida, that really pissed me off. Dirty.
Hey man, that's sad. That's pretty wild. So, hey, the Skins got they dub against the Lions. I was so psyched. Because, like, I was thinking about betting on the Skins. I didn't bet on the Falcons, and I didn't bet on the Skins. But I wish I would have bet on the Skins. Skins are a 10-point underdog versus Carolina this week. In Carolina. I bet on the Skins, dog. I don't know. We like 4-1, like underdog. Like so, part of me just thinks we'll be.
Oh no, they got to stop McCaffrey.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, man. But
Stop him.
we're gonna try to do our best. We're gonna try to get the W. Do what the fuck we supposed to do. Go down to Carolina and have us a good weekend and make John some money. So anyway, that's all the happenings in the NFL. Basically, before we get into the boxing and the events that occurred on Saturday and talking about the upcoming fights, Jordan, did you see that Floyd Mayweather says that he wants to come back? How do you feel about that?
I don't like that shit. Go home.
Go home, Roger.
Please do. Seriously, go home, man.
What were you saying to what we were talking about a little bit before the show? You think that right now, right motherfucking now, or say like 2 months from now, if Floyd and Canelo agreed to fight each other at 154, if they agreed and Canelo agreed to come down, you think Floyd at 42 is going to beat Canelo's ass?
I didn't say he's gonna beat his ass. I just think that Floyd is a better boxer. I don't care what nobody say, man. Floyd's still at 42. I think that, I know he's probably still training, still doing his thing. Even though it was an expedition when he fought that little Japanese dude, man, he whooped his ass.
Japanese dude was like 125 pounds.
I know, but I'm just saying, he still whooped his ass. Even when he fought Conor McGregor, even though Conor McGregor, everybody was like, oh, he has boxing skills, he used to box. He whooped his ass for 10 rounds. He whooped his ass for 10 rounds.
What's his name? I think Canelo whooped his ass too.
Who? Conor McGregor?
Yes.
Yo, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, now, but
I don't care what nobody say. Conor McGregor is not a good boxer. If you watch that joint, he might have had a little bit of movement. He had some good hand speed on him. He had good feet work too. But he he can't. Nah, son. Any of the top middleweights today are punishing him in the ring when it comes to like boxing stand up. What I'm saying is, I think that Floyd still beats Canelo. I still think he does.
He is 13 years older though. So when they fought the first time, Canelo was 23 and Floyd was 36. They fight hypothetically if they fight in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Canelo's 29, turning 30, whereas Floyd's 42, turning 43.
13 years.
And you think that
23,
Floyd
36. 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
13 years again.
Yeah.
Oh shit. What
6 years later.
6 years later, 13 years again. Same fight. I don't know why people. You know why I'm saying this? Because everybody. I don't know why it's like this. People get all them young guys. I just hate to say this shit. I'm about to say that they got that effect. Him and Pacquiao got that effect for some reason. They make these young. I don't know what it is. Them young guys get so flustered when they fight them. It's like they let them throw them off their game. I don't know why it is. And I think Floyd is still that master tactician when it comes to being on the defense and being able to catch his opponent off guard and working his counter. And Floyd knows how to establish a jab, a well-placed jab. If you watch the Shane Mosley fight, that was a great example. After Shane almost buckled him, he almost dropped Floyd, but Floyd was able to get his shit together. He established a jab and he beat the shit out of Shane the rest of the fight. I think that Floyd will be able to do the exact same thing with Canelo. And if Canelo keeps on dropping his weight, I'm telling you something right now, that's going to take a toll on your body. I don't care who you are, it takes a toll on your body. If Canelo's at 175 right now,
goes down to 154.
and one goes down 154, that's a lot of weight that you're dropping at that time, bro.
Yeah, I don't really think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either, but I'm just saying hypothetically.
Because they did fight before.
Yeah, I just think that Floyd, this time around, Floyd will do it. Now, not the way he did it last time, because I heard last time he punished Canelo.
Yeah.
But I think this.
I never saw the fight.
I never saw the fight either. I just heard he punched Canelo.
Yeah.
But this time, I think Canelo ain't gonna go out like no bitch. And I think
Canelo's a lot better.
He is a lot better.
He's close to his prime.
He's gotten a lot better. So over time, he's gotten a lot better. He's the biggest drawing boxer right now. But I'm gonna be honest. If Floyd was to say I'm fighting Canelo, who they gonna come out there to see more? Floyd might bring out the Floyd gonna sell that fight. He gonna sell that fight. So, but that's besides the point of what's going on in the ring. I'm just saying that I think that Floyd takes that fight. I think it doesn't go. No one's getting stopped because I don't see Floyd getting knocked out. I'm just saying that I might. I'm gonna tell you this. Floyd might get knocked down for the first time. If he hasn't been knocked down for the first time in his career, Floyd might get knocked down in that fight. I got Canelo doing that at least. I think Canelo can do it twice, but I think that Floyd can somehow win that fight. But I see Floyd winning that fight, man. Floyd either gonna, it might even be by TKO because Floyd might unleash his hands in that fight. Floyd might be like, I gotta do it.
Man, Canelo not. And he gotta be a little bit rusty at 40, 42.
But you never know, man. But I'm just saying, I don't think it's gonna go. I don't think no one's gonna get the joint stopped. But I just think that Canelo loses the fight. I don't care if nobody say like that shit is gonna take a toll. Cause if you want to put I'm taking everything into account. We talking about hypothetical. You got to drop from 175, and he probably was walking around. He probably walked around at more than 175 for real. So Canelo was probably walking around like 180.
I think that's about his natural weight is like 180.
I think he was
like,
walking
so
around.
He's close. Like what he's fighting at is close to like what his natural.
Yeah, I think he was walking around. I think he walking around like 180. I agree with you. Yeah,
middleweight for
then he is a better middleweight for real. Like you gonna come down to 154 to fight this man?
No, probably not.
He's not.
So that's probably unrealistic. But a realistic fight could be Mayweather Pacquiao too.
No, that's gonna be good. I think Pac might take that drink this time around. Clear cut.
I think Pac is 2 years older than Mayweather though. Which is funny.
But I just think that.
Or no, Mayweather's 2 years older than Pacquiao. So
yeah,
Pacquiao's 40 and Mayweather's 42. This is 43 and 41 this year.
Pac really wants that fight because Pac wants to prove to everybody that he won it.
And he was talking about his arm was hurt and all that other baloney and got fucking busted the first time.
Jeez,
you know what I'm saying? There was no excuse for that. Like he really lost.
He really did lose the first time. Floyd punished him. Even though everybody oh, Floyd never didn't really win. He was running. No, he wasn't. He was
doing what he was supposed to do.
Yeah,
right?
He was defending himself. But I think Pac might take it his time.
Yeah, man, that's. I mean, I'm kind of on the fence. I think it's like 50-50 for her.
I like them versus Thurman. I like them for. I mean, Broner ain't even gonna count because Broner just was a.
I doubted him versus Broner. I doubted him versus Thurman, and now it's just like, let's see what happens. I wouldn't even want to pick a winner in that joint. Like, I would probably order it. I would probably pay for it on pay-per-view. I know you were saying you'd be a little hesitant to pay for that joint. I mean, why?
I'm not paying for it.
Why?
Because I don't want to see old guys
43 and 41 fight each other.
I don't want to see that. I want to see the up and coming guys. We still got guys that we haven't seen fight yet. That fights are more important. Like I want to see Crawford versus Spence. I want to see maybe Garcia versus Spence. Maybe Garcia versus Crawford. I want to see some people get in there. I want to see the Thurman. I know he just lost, but maybe Thurman can get back in the mix. So I want to see Thurman versus.
You said Garcia. Who you mean?
Danny Garcia.
Oh, Danny Garcia. I thought you were talking about Ryan Garcia. So I hope you wasn't talking about Mikey.
No, I'm talking about Danny Garcia. I don't see no Mikey Garcia. And Mikey Garcia, I don't want to see him nowhere near the welterweights, but I want to see some other matchups in the welterweight division.
Yeah, man. Should be some good ones coming up, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the upcoming fights. But first things first, to get into Saturday, one of the guys on the undercard that I really wanted to watch is Luis Nery. His fight was canceled, though, because he missed weight, and the guy he was fighting, they couldn't come to an agreement about the weight. Well, Inoue, he called Luis Nery out, and he said that he should be banned from boxing after Luis Nery, who missed the 118-pound weight limit, came in at 119. But he's done it before, though. He's missed weight before. Like, this isn't like something that's new for him. But what do you think about, I know he's saying that he should be banned from boxing. And I think he meant like a suspension or something. Like, what do you think?
Shut the fuck up.
That's kind of your take on it? Like, I'm reading the article here.
Trying to get fans. Shut the fuck up. He should be banned for not making weight.
He should exile from the boxing world.
No, he shouldn't. That's stupid.
That is pretty crazy, though. He missed about 1 pound, and they couldn't come to an agreement.
Right, I'm gonna fine him. He should. I think that they should be fined though, because that's like a waste. We get all the way down to this point, and you can't lose 1 pound for real.
But nah, they couldn't come to an agreement. Like he missed it at the initial weigh-in, but then you know how it happens sometimes, and they work around it. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe the fight won't be a title fight. Or, you know, I mean...
the guys, but no, I'm just
they couldn't come to an agreement on the joint.
But I understand that, because he's probably seen it like that. Like, you couldn't just lose 1 pound though. I guess you
Man,
couldn't
it's
just
1
lose-
pound off.
I
Like,
know, but I'm just saying you couldn't just lose 1 pound though. We got to do all this.
we
all
could
that
come back in
lose.
an hour and I could be 1 pound, be lose.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, but some people just don't want it. Some people get irritated.
Maybe the guy didn't really want to fight for real.
Or
for
that
real.
could be the issue too. And I think that's what it is. Maybe he just didn't want to fight for real. Because if they offer, like, give me just an hour and I can lose this joint, I can lose this 1 pound an hour, just give me that. Or give me 30 minutes and I can lose 1 pound 30 minutes.
Right.
But he probably didn't want to fight him. And the noise, just shut the fuck up.
He just, I'm not saying that he's scared of Neary, but he sees he's competition, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, stay tuned for that. We'll break the news as it comes on that issue right there. UCLA Santa Cruz, man, he basically dubbed Flores, like he punished him for real. Man, that shit was pretty one-sided.
Yeah,
It was. So, anyway, what you think of Leo Santa Cruz, man? He can fight, though.
he's alright. I really don't know too much about Leo Santa Cruz for real. That was my first time actually like watching too.
Yeah, he had lost to, we mentioned the dude last week, the dude was Carl Frampton, who Carl Frampton's fighting this weekend, actually. But, yeah, he had lost to him previously. But Luis Nery, man, he's up to, Leo Santa Cruz, he's up to 130 now, though, fighting at 130. You think he could be a third? Oh, they were criticizing, though, because he called out Gary Russell Jr., and it was like, why are you calling him out when you just left 125? Gary Russell's now at 125. But you left 125. Why the fuck are you calling him out for? Theoretically, you can move back down to 125 and fight him.
What was the point of moving up to 130?
I don't know. And fighting a guy like the dude Flores.
That's why they called him out.
Yeah, like it was like it was
Because you wanted to
stupid.
step up first.
Why you didn't fight Gary Russell Jr.? Why was that not the fight yesterday?
Because
Like,
he's a scaredy cat.
yeah, and, I mean he's lost before. It's just he wants to keep his win streak going. I guess keep the momentum going. So yeah, pretty interesting and shit. Now let's talk about the big motherfucking event. We had everybody down this joint. We was having a good time. We was drinking. We was smoking, laughing, betting, all that good shit, right? And so when the fight finally came, because the Neary fight got canceled, we watched Leo Santa Cruz, and then it was Wilder Ortiz 2. What you think about that fight, man?
That was a good fight.
7th round knockout.
And they say Wilder was losing on all the cards.
Yeah, he was. He was.
He was on every card. But
I actually had a 3-3. I was thinking that Ortiz was winning that 7th round when then Wilder knocked him out, because it was close to the end of the round when the shit happened. But Wilder was able to knock him smooth, hit him with the bink, and motherfucker, all you saw was the sweat fly off Ortiz's head, and that motherfucker was down, his legs was all, you can't see it, but his legs was all crooked on the ground. He was looking like, he had the what's that, the Mr. Sour face, them little stickers you used to see back in the day. He had that expression on his face. Man, what you, I don't know, how did you have it, like, going into the 7th? Like,
Ortiz is winning.
You had him up like 4-2?
Winning, and I was being honest, Ortiz was winning the fight. But that's just how it is with Wilder. I don't know why he's like that, but
I think the cards had it 4-2, like the unofficial joint had it 4-2, and then I assume that Ortiz was winning the 7th, so it probably would have been 5-2 had Ortiz survived that round.
I gave Ortiz the first 2 rounds, though. I liked Ortiz the first 2 rounds. He came out a little bit aggressive in the first round.
I gave him the first round, but then I gave Wilder the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and I gave Ortiz the 5th and 6th.
But then Wilder knocked his ass out. But one thing, that's a great thing, because Wilder, with that win, that's like his 10th consecutive
Title defense. Yep, he joins Elite Company with that.
1980. Since 1980, only people was
Larry Holmes and Vladimir. He passed Vitaly at 9.
Yeah, he passed. So it was him and Vladimir Klitschko.
Larry Holmes and Vladimir Klitschko. Yep.
10 consecutive joints.
Yep.
He needs to beat Tyson Fury though. He gotta beat Tyson Fury, man.
See, I thought it was
beat Tyson Fury and you become the greatest.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. You know what I'm saying? He has to beat Ruiz, has to beat Joshua, maybe theoretically. We're gonna talk about those
beat
fights.
each other.
Hey, but yeah, I thought it was pretty crazy though. Like I said,
leave though, because if Ruiz loses to Joshua, Ruiz is out the picture for a long time.
I don't think so.
Nah, trust me, Joshua's not gonna give him a rematch.
Nah, but it doesn't matter. He's already, his name's going to be in the discussion. I mean, he fought Joseph Parker. I think he's going to start getting those big fights. I think that Top Rank had delayed him for so long that, you know, they gave him, kind of handed him the Parker fight, and he gave Parker a better fight than anybody expected. And so motherfuckers was like, nah, we really don't want to fight him. And then it just, a lot kind of happened. It was kind of like Rocky, where he finally got the chance against Anthony Joshua, and he fucking knocked him out. Like, that shit's fucking crazy. But, now what I was going to say about that Wilder Ortiz joint, the thing was, the reason I had a 3-3, these motherfuckers weren't throwing punches. These motherfuckers literally were not throwing punches. Wilder was just pawing that motherfucking jab out there, and Ortiz was landing a couple here and there. But how can Ortiz be up if neither one of them are throwing anything? I mean, I'm basically, when I was watching it, I'm basically giving the round to the guy who landed the most, for real. Like, because neither one of them are landing, like, substantial shots. Like, I had a 3-3.
Because they both was trying to knock each other out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but I'm just saying, though, people was like, oh, I think I read CBS Sports had Wilder down 6-0 going into the 7th. You know what I'm saying? Bro, how can you have him down 6-0? What was Ortiz doing? I understand it. Wilder was doing a little bit less. But what the fuck was Ortiz doing? He wasn't doing enough to be up 6-0.
Well, whatever he was doing up, whatever he was doing up.
I had a 3-3. My man Taz had a 4-2 for Ortiz. You had a 4-2 for Ortiz. We probably always going to give him the 7th. But, bruh, like 6-0? Like I said, I had 3-3. That shit looked like a fairly close fight. Very inactive fight. Like they weren't
inactive, but Ortiz was winning the fight. I probably had it 5-1.
What was he doing? What I don't understand.
He was just more active. He was more active
No.
when he come. He was aggressive, man. He was a little bit more aggressive. What I understand, Wilder was, but it wasn't really. But he was aggressive, but it wasn't effective. He's aggressive, wasn't effective because Wilder never got rocked during the fight. Like Ortiz never went on like a wild flurry. Like Wilder knocked this man smooth clean in the 7th. I think even if Wilder didn't knock him on the 7th, I think from the 7th to beyond, Wilder would have won the fight anyway. Just off of that, I think Wilder would have won the fight, even if Ortiz would have got up and just finished it. Wilder would have won.
If they had been like saved by the bell.
Yeah, Wilder would have won just off of just fighting, because I think Wilder was about to turn up on him. Because he was just looking. I think that's another problem.
He was
with Wilder.
cocking that right hand back.
And I think he be trying to find his range, and I think it take him so long to do that shit. Like that's what messed him up with the first Fury fight. It took him to the 12th round to find his range, to find that so he can get that right hand in. Well, man, that was it. It was a good fight, but I think that, like I said, I had Wilder. I gave Wilder the 2nd round, but after that it was 5-1. But going to that 7th, even in the beginning before the knockdown, I had Wilder winning that round. I had Wilder winning the 7th round.
Nah.
I had him winning the 7th round.
Wilder was losing that. I had
him winning that 7th round. I was like, Wilder's a little bit more active than Ortiz, and then that right hand came like, oh yeah, that's it. That's done. If he don't get up, at least Wilder got that.
By the look of his legs, you could tell. Even if they had been saved by the bell, the ref might have called that joint anyway, because Cuz looked fucked up. Like, he looked like he'd just been hit by a fucking truck. Like, yeah, that shit was wild. So, Wilder, still undefeated, still got that motherfucking dub. They said him and Fury fighting February 22nd, man.
Yeah.
Fury's only going to have like 6 weeks to train for the joint. He said he's going to start training January 10th. He said he's going to party with you on your birthday, turn up, and then the next day he's going to start training.
That's how you know they already knew Wilder was going to win, because these motherfuckers had that date out there before the fight.
But had he lost,
but still, that's how much confidence they had in that man to win.
Son, I gotta tell you something. I wish I knew who exactly the fight was, but I was watching a video on YouTube yesterday, right? And this is off subject. I was watching a video on YouTube yesterday, and it was about how boxers, when they got their first loss, and they were talking about like when Adrian Broner first lost to Madonna, I think Marcus Madonna, and it was some guy, I forget who it was, but the dude got knocked out in the 5th round, and he was getting beat the whole fight. I'll let y'all know next show, or I'll comment in the comments on this joint. But he was getting beaten the whole fight, and the dude got knocked out in the 5th round. But the guy who got knocked out, all the judges had the scorecards for that guy. And when he got knocked out, you saw the WBO president, or I think it was the WBC president, was sitting there watching that joint, and he looked so pissed, like, God damn, like, this shit wasn't part of the script. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit was crazy. Like, and so when people say boxing's fixed, there are certain things in the sport that make you go.
I'm not saying that I'm not. I know there's certain things in sport that make you go like, this shit is kind of crazy. But I'm just saying, like, it is crazy that I remember saying this shit. I said, yeah, the date for the Fury and Wilder fight is February 22nd, and I'm thinking to myself like, how the hell they gonna throw this? How they gonna say they gonna fight each other February 22nd? This man haven't even fought T.
But if he lost, it wasn't gonna be on though.
That's what I'm saying though. What I'm saying, that's how much. That's how confident though. That's how confident they were that he was gonna win. That is scary. That's scary because that man is a man. I just want him to. If he listening, if you ever go and listen, go past this shit, man. Do me a favor. Start boxing. You got a bronze medal for a reason, bro. Show them that you can box. Start boxing. Because with you, put this on my life. If this man start actually boxing, oh my goodness. Shit done got fucking hectic for the heavyweight division. Because that means they got somebody with a scary ass right hand, and this man knows how to box technically, and he's a technically sound boxer. That shit would be crazy.
He has to get better, man.
He really has to. He really does. I'm saying. You really have to.
If he's gonna beat Fury, he has to do much better than he fought versus Ortiz.
Yeah, man. I told you, bro.
I heard before the fight he was saying he was working on his jab. Bro, I did not see him throw a jab the whole fucking fight, bro. He was pawing that joint. That's all he was doing. That's not a jab. Like, you want to see a jab? Watch motherfucking Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes used to throw a jab. Like,
be so long. Like, bro,
you got to use your jab to control the distance.
Bro,
like,
your arms are the best thing. You got long arms.
83-inch reach. Use that motherfucker.
Killing that joint, man. Yeah. You should be back. You don't even got to jump back.
Yeah.
Bro, technical, son, you got to get better, bro. Because all that, I see what Ortiz is talking about. Because he was doing this shit again. Like, I hate when he's fighting, he would throw that wild shit like boom, like them club shots. Like, maybe that's his signature. That's maybe just his signature what he's doing when he's going for the kill. But at the same time, I gotta see more of a technical sound boxer. If you're gonna, because we talking about right now, you are in the conversation. You might be in a goddamn conversation. Maybe one of the greatest heavyweights of all time.
Now with the 10 straight title defense.
Yeah, you in a conversation, man. Like, but you gotta get better when it comes to that shit, though. You gotta get better. You good though. I mean, you ain't good. You fucking great. Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. But you got that. He gotta get better technically.
And I ain't going to go into, like, the list. Me and Jordan was talking about, like, the top heavyweights and shit. We was talking about with your cousin, too. We was talking about him during the fight and stuff. And I actually rate Wilder pretty high because, you know, as I've mentioned before, when I got put in a list of, like, the greatest boxers, for real, I'm not talking about who had the best career. I'm talking about who would win head-to-head. That's what I'm talking about, in their prime, on their best night. And, like your cousin was saying, he put Joe Frazier top 5. Nah, Joe Frazier might be number 10. Like, that's where I had him. Like, but I gotta put Wilder ahead of Frazier because I think Wilder would beat Frazier. Like, I mean, and that's nothing against Joe Frazier. It's just he wasn't good against big punchers like Deontay Wilder, especially a guy who's 6'7" and has the power that he does. Like, so it was a question though. Is like because George Foreman said that Wilder isn't one of the best yet. I just had to put that out there, and I commented on the post, was I think that Wilder would knock out a 1970s George Foreman. I mean, you got to remember, the guy lost to Jimmy Young. Like, I mean, and in the smart Foreman lost to Tommy Morrison. Like, I mean, I think Wilder beats both them dudes. Beats both them fools. And I think he beats Foreman.
Man, that's tough right there.
Am I wrong? Did Foreman not lose to Jimmy Young?
All right, that's cool, but you talking about a prime George Foreman.
He was 28 years old when he lost to Jimmy Young. That was his last fight before he took his 10-year hiatus. But that's not him in his prime?
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about before the Ali loss. Before the Ali loss.
So I think he lost to Ali. I don't remember how old he was when he lost to Ali, but he was in his 20s like when all this was happening.
You talking about before the Ali loss, a prime.
The George Foreman that beat Joe Frazier?
Man.
Is that what we're talking about? The one who punished Frazier? Down goes Frazier. Down, knocked him out second round?
Son, that would be a tough fight for Wilder.
Didn't Ron Lyle knock George Foreman down?
And didn't George Foreman could get back up and punish Ron Lyle?
I get that, but I think Wilder would beat Ron Lyle.
That fight right there, that fight between Ron Lyle and George Foreman, that would be the George Foreman Deontay Wilder fight. That's all I'm gonna say. I think that would be a good fight.
I don't think Wilder's going out like that. I mean, I think
he may not go out like he might not want to go out like that. He might not go out like that. I'm just saying.
I think he'd knock Foreman out though.
I think it's 50-50. Because I think Foreman knows how to fucking actually box.
So all right. So if we can say it's 50-50. If George Foreman's a top 10 heavyweight, why isn't Wilder a top 10 heavyweight? If he's going to
Who said Wilder's not a top 10 heavyweight?
A lot of people out here.
I don't know why they say that. I didn't say that.
Okay. So we agree.
Right,
I think it'd be a tough ass fight.
I'm just telling you right now, Wilder's not going to go into a prime George Foreman.
And beat him second. He ain't going to knock him out in the second round.
He ain't going to knock him out in the seventh round. He's not going to knock him out in the fifth.
It'd be a tough fight. Yeah,
because George Foreman knows how to box.
And Deontay Wilder has power that...
Yeah, and George Foreman has power too.
Yeah,
for reference, watch George Foreman versus Ron Lyle.
That's a big fight.
Was a goddamn... You heard people in the crowd yelling. Like, you heard ladies that, them old yells. You heard them joints in the crowd. That shit is... Man, that's a whole different... Them dudes hitting each other was a totally different than these guys hitting each other.
That shit was surreal.
That was very surreal. Like, that was... George Foreman is going in and... Boom,
yeah, they both just...
And George Foreman used to block like this.
Yeah.
And, and Lyle was just letting them bitches rain, too. So, hey, man, that shit will be That joint will be a fucking 4th of July firecracker fight. Because them two dudes would... That shit would be crazy. I would pay for it. I would actually pay whatever. If it was front row seats and they say we need $20,000, well, I'm saving up for that motherfucker because I would sit front row for that bitch. Cause that joint would be.
If you could go back in time, wouldn't that be like a lot of people would say, "Oh, wouldn't you go back and pick lottery numbers and all that stuff would be cool." I'd want to pick an event though. I'd be like, "Yeah, so let me go see Ron Lyle, George Foreman.
Yeah.
I want to be in the front row for that joint."
Front row seats for George Foreman versus Deontay Wilder, both in their prime. I would be like, "Oh my goodness," because them boys might tear that roof down. That shit would be a good fight.
It'd be a great fight. It'd be a very even matchup.
It would be a very even matchup. But it would go down to the who won it the most. That's how I feel.
Wilder's 4 inches taller, but he only has 1 more inch of reach though.
That's what I'm saying. It will go to
and Foreman's like 10 pounds heavier for real. So it'd be tough. It'd be a really even matchup.
But it would be whoever wants it the most. That's how I see 50-50, whoever wants it most. But they both in the top 10. Like, I don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to place whoever. I'm not going to do that. But because I got my own top 10 list, so it don't matter. But either way, they both in the top 10. So you can't take nothing away from him. A lot of people don't. And that's the thing with Deontay Wilder. That's why I say he has to learn how to box. Because that's why a lot of people don't put him in the top 10. A lot of people don't like that he's not as technical as some of the boxers you see today. Even for a heavyweight, he's not like...
Not technical. His shit looks sloppy.
It's sloppy as shit. It's like, it really is, and people don't like that.
And they detract that from him. That said, "Oh, he can't be the real fighter." Man, that power is out of this fucking world.
Bronze medalist. Y'all act like getting a bronze medal at the
And
Olympics.
he did it like 3 years after picking up boxing. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't understand that. I don't get that. People just...
And he's gotten better. He's slowly improved. It's slowly gotten there. It just looked like he didn't have any improvement against Ortiz. Like, it was like, well, what are you doing?
I think that Ortiz matchup too. I think that, like I said, they both trying to knock each other out. I think he was just trying to knock Ortiz out. I think that's what he was doing. But he needs to get out that trend of losing every fucking round.
And just winning the rounds where he knocks him out or knocks him down.
But you see, it's crazy. He hasn't been... that's only been recent though. He didn't lose every round in the first Ortiz fight,
Mm-mm.
and he didn't lose.
He was
every
definitely
round.
down though.
Yeah, he was down, but he didn't lose every round in the Tyson Fury fight either. So it's like with this Ortiz fight, it's like he lost every round. He was losing every round, for he was down. But hey man, it is what it is. People gonna say what they want to say about Wilder, but you gotta get a man respect. You gotta get a man respect. Like he's held that belt for a long time, and ain't nobody been able to take it from him. All he wants to do is unify the division, and that's it. And people running from him. So hey, and he took on somebody that everybody's running from twice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Beat him twice.
Do you think he beats Fury February 22nd in the rematch?
Yeah, but he has to be smarter, and he has to be a little. He better work on conditioning. He gotta be smarter, and he has to really know how to establish his jab, and he has to know how to throw. He needs to work on his jab. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, he needs to
stop relying on this joint.
Game
stop relying on that right hand so much. Because once somebody neutralizes that right hand, what's gonna happen? You gotta work on other stuff. He needs to start working on it. Game plan is number one, but he really needs to be working on being technically sound. Because you have to. That's one thing Tyson Fury is. He's technically sound. You might not have as much power as you, but he's technically sound, so he can win on points. And I think that's what Tyson Fury's going to do. He's going to try to win on points.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think he's knocking Wilder out. Nobody is ever knocking Wilder. Motherfuckers just really scared to throw that big punch against him for real, because if they miss, he could clock your ass. But yeah, I agree. I think he can beat Fury. I think he has to be better though. I think that. In my opinion, it seemed like he didn't come in with any game plan versus Ortiz this time. It was just,
I'm going to knock him out.
Yeah, I'm going to knock him out. You
can't
think that way versus Tyson Fury. You can get away with that versus a 40-year-old Ortiz, Luis Ortiz. That's okay. But
I think that's going to be in the back of his mind, the Fury fight, though. I think in the Fury fight, you already know he's going to be like, I want to knock him out. But
you got to come in with a game.
He's going to have a
game plan. You got to come in with a strategy.
I think the game plan, he's going to have a game plan and a strategy, but he's going to have that, like, man, if I got a chance to knock this man out, I'm going to knock him out.
Because he knows this is going to be a legacy fight right here. Like, this shit is going to be crazy. If he can get past Fury this time, and I think he can do it. I think he has the skills to do it. It's just going to be up to getting the job done, So, should be a good fight. I can't fucking wait. Moving on. Jordan, did you see what happened? The dude who Caleb Smith fought, John Ryder, people said he got robbed versus, because they gave the unanimous decision to Caleb Smith, but people said Ryder got robbed and shit. Let me look at a scorecard I had. Because there's this site where, like, people score the fights online. Oh yeah, and this dude had a 115, 113 for John Ryder and shit, and thought that they rated like it was like a controversial fight and shit. Man, I need to go back and watch it, but man, isn't that some bullshit though? Like they took a chance for a big win by the guy away from him on some bullshit just because Caleb Smith was supposed to win. Isn't that some fucking baloney and shit? Like
that's populist edge.
That's why people be like, "Oh, boxing's fixed and shit like that," because stuff like that happens, dog.
Yeah, that's what it is. Boxing is in some areas lacks integrity when it comes to shit like that. That's like when Kovalev recently said it was a money fight because he knew he was going to lose, and
he figured
he was going to lose. Like, and people were saying the reason why it wasn't because Canelo was a younger, better fighter, but it wasn't because of that. It's because of the fight being in Vegas and Canelo's history
Canelo's got
in Vegas.
Some bullshit in
yeah,
Vegas.
So that's why. And that sucks. That sucks that it's like that. That you got somebody coming out saying that, then you got Canelo coming out saying he's being a sore loser. But hey, when history says has shown that this is true, then hey, what can you do?
Oh man, I don't know what the fuck some of these guys are watching. But then again, like I said, I had Wilder Ortiz 2-3-3, and motherfuckers could say, "What the fuck are you watching, John?" So I don't know. It's all subjective and stuff like that. But I think an important lesson that the Smith Ryder fight shows is that if you're the challenger, like John Ryder was, you gotta knock him out, like, bruh, or knock him down a couple times, like, because you already know that the favorite is going to have a slight edge because the judges are looking at it like, oh, we already know he's going to win, and they're probably going to give the favorite the benefit of the doubt. So you got to knock him the fuck out.
They say that edge. They give the favorites edge or the champions edge. That's what it is.
Remember that bullshit when we watched Sean Porter fight Ugis, and Ugis fucking won the fight?
Well,
yeah.
See, that's the difference though. Ugis was clearly robbed. Like Ugis was the better fighter that fight.
People said that John Ryder was robbed versus Caleb Smith that they wanted.
I didn't see.
I know. I haven't seen it either. I'm just going on what people said. But we saw that shit for our own two eyes. Yeah,
he was robbed.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I can agree with people on that. He was robbed, but maybe John Ryder was robbing against whatchamacallit. I would have to see, but it all depends too. Like how Triple G lost to Canelo over power punches. Well, I never heard of shit like that in my life. Never heard of shit like that in my life. But
because Triple G looked a little worse for wear than Canelo did. Yeah, I thought Triple G was worked in the rematch versus Canelo. I thought they worked the shit for Canelo. So yeah, boxing is it's a tough game. It's a slightly quote unquote correct game, it's they got their favorites and
when you're a favorite, and you're a fan favorite, and you're a favorite,
you're a champion.
Money, you get that advantage. But you gotta, and that's why they say I'm not gonna be nothing to the judges. Knock his ass out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, you got to knock his ass out, man.
Absolutely. So, anyway, we down to the last couple minutes of the show. This weekend, there's not a whole lot going on in boxing. Oscar Valdez, he's going to fight, and Carl Frampton is going to fight. Their fight's going to be on ESPN Plus and shit, 2 10-round joints. And they're not fighting each other, obviously. Valdez, I don't know who he's fighting. Carl Frampton's fighting somebody. 2 joints they should win, for real. But we got some fights upcoming. So this weekend's kind of like a little iffy joint. You know what I'm saying? You can watch. You don't gotta watch. These next joints coming up though, fucking December 7th, we got the big match, the heavyweight championship of the world. Fucking Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua 2.
Oh, man, it's December 7th.
Yeah, December 7th.
And I get paid, so I'm gonna have the zone popping.
And it's gonna be on in the afternoon though. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna. So you took off of work though, right, on the 7th? Yeah. I'm gonna have to get up like I'm watching a football game. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a big football game on Saturday, except it's a big boxing match.
And what happened.
So that joint is gonna be epic. On the 14th, we got 2 joints. Richard Comey is gonna be fighting Teofimo Lopez. The winner is probably gonna get Lomachenko. Should be dope. And then Terrence Crawford's also fighting on the same card at Madison Square Garden. I don't know who he's fighting. The dude, tune-up joint, he probably should win. For real. But that's going to be motherfucking dope. Then on the... I forgot who was on the 21st, but Gervonta Davis fights on the 28th as well. He's going to fight...
it's his first fight at
135, at lightweight. He's going to be fighting... what's his name? Yuriokis Gamboa. He's a Cuban dude. Or not Cuban. He's from he is Cuban. Yeah.
So his first fight at lightweight.
The dude's 37. The dude Gamboa.
It's just an introduction.
Yeah. But I mean,
introductory fight coming into walking to the division.
Yeah, that joint's gonna be dope though.
Welcome to the division. Here's someone you can beat up on.
Let me check the boxing schedule. Because I thought there was going to be a fight on the 21st.
Hey, Gervonta, you're coming to 135. Your opponent's going to be 37. You're going to be able to beat up on him, okay?
Yeah, I mean...
It's a tune-up match. Whoop his ass a little bit.
It is what it is. Where was that joint at the boxing schedule? Shit, maybe I got to open a new link. I thought there was going to be a fight on the 21st as well.
I can't wait to Gervonta and Teofimo fight. I think Gervonta will beat Teofimo.
Man, do you think Teofimo's going to get past Richard Comey?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
That's going to be his first win by split decision. He ain't going to knock Richard Comey out. But he better be careful if Richard Comey might knock his ass out, though.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's definitely going to be a tough fight.
The only way Teofimo wins is by split decision.
Man. Or you could try to KO him. I don't
Nah, I
know.
don't think he'll. I don't think so. This is his first real test, and Richard Comey's a real test.
Yeah. Now Richard Comey's a very experienced fighter.
Richard Comey would knock him out. I think Richard Comey would knock him out for anything. I think this would be TFO's first fight where he's going to probably go in there with a different game plan.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that cocky shit. You gotta go in there and respect this man.
No, I feel you. Oh, the fight on December 21st. Charlo is fighting Tony Harrison again. The rematch.
I'm watching that shit too.
Yeah, that joint's gonna be dope. That joint's gonna be on the 21st. It's gonna be on Fox, probably Fox pay-per-view. ESPN Plus. What's his name? Daniel Dubois. He's fighting. I don't know who the dude is, but he's 21-1. So Dubois is fighting on the 21st and shit. So, and the 28th, Gene Pascal is fighting Badou Jack. Badou Jack's returning ever since the injury. I don't know why Pascal's not fighting Marcus Brown. I don't know why. That's just not going down. Maybe Brown turned the joint down. Or whatever, excuse me. But anyway, we got some good fights coming up. Then February 22nd, we got Wilder Fury 2. That joint should be dope. So, man, stay tuned, man.
Tyson Fury don't become a wrestler.
Tyson Fury gonna become a wrestler. So, part of me thinks he's gonna pull out of that joint though, like because of his eye. Like I know he said he's gonna train 6 weeks and shit. Bro, he got 47 stitches in that joint, bro.
You keep talking about that shit.
Bro, because he got 47 fucking stitches.
Has he said anything about his eye lately?
Bro, but
no.
That's just an excuse, son. Watch. I'm telling you, we're gonna get to like January.
Okay, if he does,
15.
bro, let's just see, because he hasn't said anything about it.
Alright, well look.
If he does, he's a bitch.
Look, he's not a bitch. He's just bluffing. He's just bluffing right now.
No, he a bitch.
See. What I think is about to go down is I think Ruiz is going to beat Anthony Joshua. Not that Joshua's a bad fighter. Not that necessarily that Ruiz is better. I think it's just a tough ass matchup for AJ. So I think Ruiz wins. Ruiz is the unified champion. Joshua has to work his way back. We ain't gonna hear his name for like 3 years. You know what I'm saying? He about to be on the comeback trail, which he should have already been on. But then when Fury pulls out of the Wilder fight, like in May, we gonna get Wilder Ruiz for the unified heavyweight championship of the world. A guy can dream. That's what I want to happen. So that's my prediction for right now.
Man, Fury pulls out because he about to be a wrestler. Sucker ass.
He ain't about to be no wrestler. He about to box, but he really don't want to fight Wilder because he saw the fucking pain.
This man is fucking freaking preparing to train to be a mixed martial to do an MMA.
He said he's going to do that after his boxing career is over and shit.
Right.
That motherfucker's 31. Like, he's going to be boxing until he's like 38 years old. So, anyway, man.
Huh? Say, who cares about Tyson Fury?
I mean, he is one of the top heavyweights in the division.
Who cares about him?
If Wilder can get him out the way.
What they were saying, matter of fact, who said this shit the best? I forgot who said it. Fighting, who is these trash cans that he's fighting, these dumpsters that he's going out there and picking up? The first real guy that came out and could have threw a monkey wrench into our division, a monkey wrench into the heavyweight division was Otto Wallen. Otto Wallen could have really did some shit.
I was so scared that Fury was going to lose.
I was so pumped. I was like, oh, this man might lose, and I cannot wait to see it.
He survived, though. He did his thing.
He did. Otto Wallen
he weathered the storm.
Otto Wallen almost beat this man. And Otto Wallen opened up the recipe to how to beat Tyson Fury.
You saw where he did that shit.
You gotta be dirty. You gotta fight him dirty.
And I think Wilder could learn a lot from that. You know what I'm saying?
I
think he could use that as more.
Hats off to Otto Wallen. I would give him a title shot if I was one of them guys. But I think he's a scary matchup too, though. I think that
he's a big dude and he's a southpaw too.
Tough guy.
Like 6'5", 230, if I'm not mistaken. Big motherfucker. Like he's southpaw. Like
just imagine. I wish Otto Wallen would have been a lineal heavyweight champion.
Hey, that shit. It was a crazy test. So. Anyway, all right, well, that was the show for today, November 27th. Y'all have a happy holidays. Y'all make sure to fill up and grub tomorrow.
No, tell them this. Happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas to y'all, all right? Fuck all that happy holiday shit.
I mean, yeah, it's Thanksgiving and shit,
happy
you know what I'm saying?
Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas to y'all, all right?
You think the Cowboys beat the Bills tomorrow?
Yeah.
I think they do too. I think the Bills are kind of
the Bills haven't really paid anybody.
And I don't really like Josh Allen. My man Haskins had the game-winning drive when we got the pick at like midfield. So
I'm tired of everybody getting mad at him for going to take the selfie too, man. Like,
man, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, who cares about that shit? Y'all always want to find something to cry about. Yeah, man, shut the fuck up. At least y'all won the game, all right? Get over that, man. Shit.
Yes, sir.
He played good too. He did a good job.
Yeah. I thought he did.
Even though he didn't throw a touchdown, he did a good job.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, that was the show. J&J Boxing. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that good shit, and we're gonna try to be here Wednesdays and Saturdays. So you know what I'm saying. Be ready to tune in as often as you can.
All right, y'all. We catch y'all later, man.
All right, we out.
Peace.